Hey, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss Netflix's brand new 2020 musical, The Prom. This is a Ryan Murphy produced film. This is the first film in Ryan Murphy's $300 million deal with Netflix, so he's going to be pumping out a lot more content, and I'm very excited. I love Ryan Murphy. So this is interesting. This is based off of the 2018 Broadway musical, The Prom. Came out November 2018. Closed August 2019. It had like a $13.5 million investment. It never recouped from it. It was in Atlanta in 2016. And then it went into production for film in 2019. It started to shoot December 2019. And then it had to like take a break because of COVID-19 in the beginning of this year. And then started again in July or June of 2020. To then have the Christmassy, release come this past December. I know all of this only because I just looked it up on Wikipedia. I never saw this. I never saw the show when it was on Broadway. I never heard any music when it was on Broadway. I knew nothing about this. All I knew was that it was about this gay girl in Indiana who wasn't allowed to go to her prom. That's it. That's all I knew. And I know that there was a lot of controversy behind the casting of the main character Emma because the actress who did the stage production didn't fit the aesthetic for film or something like that. This is what I heard. I can't confirm it, but this is what I heard, which I find weird because if the show closed in August of 2019 on Broadway and it started to film in December 2019, that's what, 4 months? September, October, November, December? So the girl who played Emma on Broadway clearly could have still played Emma on the big screen via Netflix. I think it's weird. We've had 4 iterations of Hairspray, right? Hairspray is incredible. And they've done a new casting for Tracy, Tracy Turnblad each time. And I think that's fine because there's always a lot of time in between when Tracy is and then Tracy is again, Like O2's Hairspray musical. And then you had 06's Hairspray musical, so it made sense to get new blood because it's been 4 years. And then 2017's Hairspray Live or whatever year that was, they had a new Tracy, right? Because it's been quite some time. So it makes sense because there's time in between. But when you have 4 months in between when a show closes on Broadway and when you're starting to film the film, I think that's weird. That's 4 months versus 4 years. I don't get it. If anybody has any inside information, I would like to know because I'm very confused. I didn't like Act 1. I liked Act 2 a lot. Some of the songs were really great. Some of them were just useless. I don't know. This was a meh kind of show for me. I liked the message, inclusivity. I get it. This was a big. I know Ryan really pushed for it because he's a very more inclusive. Demands more inclusivity within Hollywood, within the entertainment industry. I'm all for it. I appreciate all that he's championed, especially within the LGBTQ plus community. Inclusivity is important. Not everyone looks the same. Not everyone talks the same. Not everyone likes the same people. So we all need to listen and love and understand to have one big beautiful world. World peace. I feel like I'm Miss America giving my speech. I don't know. I thought it was too kitschy at times. You have James Corden, you have Keegan-Michael Key, Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep. You have great people involved in this. And the 4 of them did an incredible job, with the talent. Oh, and what's his name? Andrew. I can never remember his name. I feel like an idiot. He's great, that he does. But it's, I don't know. It was just weird. There were some points where I'm like, why is this song here? I don't get it. And then another point, I'm like, why does this feel like I'm watching Love, Simon, but it's not Love, Simon? I'd rather be watching Love, Simon, the musical. Yo, Becky Albertelli, shout out to you and Greg Berlanti. I need you to come together and make Love, Simon, the musical. I think that would be incredible because I'm trying to think. There was the moment when Emma is singing and she's playing guitar. There's the rainbow behind her and she's live streaming on YouTube and a bunch of other, queer kids are watching and saying, thank you, Emma. Yes, we've dealt with this and we would love to go to your prom, things like that. I think when the different, screens were showing the different kids with their experiences, that reminded me a lot of the Simon Blue conversations via the emails. And that Simon speech of why is straight the default, and then all the kids coming out to their parents as straight. I thought that was hysterical, but that was the connection. Greg Berlanti and Becky Albertelli, I need you to come together and make a Love, Simon musical. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Having a song and staging it and lighting everything blue. Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. I've had this blue Ferris wheel on my forearm for quite some time, specifically from that book, movie, future musical. Yeah. Wow. Now that, see, Mean Girls on Broadway is closing. Another COVID-19 casualty. And I was fortunate enough to see it March 7th, 2019. It was my 29th birthday. I was very excited. And my family went. We had a grand old time. And it was incredible because Tina Fey and her husband, whose name I can't remember, worked together to make the musical, and it was incredible. And then there's a film adaptation coming out, and I cannot wait for that. Yeah. Love, Simon the musical. That's going to be awesome. I will never forget seeing it 7 times in the movie theaters. Shout out to MoviePass. May you rest in peace. Because every single time, the audience just cheered, screamed and cheered and gasped when Bram comes up onto the entryway of the Ferris wheel and says, "Can I sit there?" And then Simon's like, "I was waiting for somebody." He's like, "Yeah, I know." Everyone's freaking out because it was Bram. Bram is blue. Spoiler alert. It's been 2 years. Go suck a fart, okay? Yeah. That level of cheer, that level of excitement, that passion, that you only see that in Marvel movies. You don't see that in a rom-com about closeted gay kids. Incredible. Okay. Yeah, I gotta start tweeting. Yeah. Becky Albertelli and Greg Berlanti, please come together on this. Love, Simon the musical. Coming soon to a stage near you. You know, it's funny because most of the Broadway shows start out in Atlanta, Georgia as like tests and like rehearsals and stuff. And like that's where Simon's based off of, and that's where Becky and her family live. So we got the makings of greatness right now. I want credit. I want a shout out on that playbill. Inspired by the random YouTube review of the Prom. Okay. By lightboltjoe. Yes. And thus concludes our discussion about the Prom, which turned out to be a full idea brain blast of Love, Simon the musical. It's so brilliant too. A perfect playbill. We just had Ratatouille, the TikTok musical, as a gorgeous playbill. Purple background with the silhouette of him and the Ratatouille on a fork. You could do the Love, Simon poster. So simple. It's red, and then you just do a blue silhouette of him. Done. We can do this. Okay. I gotta go tweet some things. Yeah. Let's start brainstorm. How is the Love, Simon musical gonna work? And now concludes our conversation on the Prom. Netflix's The Prom. It was alright. The mall scenes were incredible. The dancing in the mall, I love that. Those kids knew how to dance. The dances in the gyms and the dances in the malls. Those were cool. Okay, we're done. We're done now, officially. Okay. Mucho mahalo.